Hello and welcome to Glenmaroch Lane. Now in this episode I'm going to show you exactly what's been done for the more progress that we've done. So I'll start with, again, station side here. Now, as you can probably see in the camera there, I've actually added this white, well, originally the fence was in grey, so I've actually sprayed it into white primer paint, which is obviously now fits around the platform to separate the platform from the head shunt, which has been added basically down the platform and around the edge, as you can probably see in the shot. I've also redone the roof on this because we had a bit, when we put the lights in, which has got to be wired up yet, we did a test. We actually had some light bleed, so I've actually repainted the roof on the actual station building, which needs to be weathered as well yet. Well, yeah, that's going to come on. Hopefully get it wired up very soon. Also in the shot, if you can probably see, we've now added these 3 yard lights, which again have got to be wired up, but they're actually ready to be, they've already been installed, it's ready to be wired up. We've also added these actual access to the, not a TMD, I suppose it's like kind of where the maintenance and stuff is. So all these lights have been added, again, obviously installed, but not wired up, but will be as soon as. And then on top of that, as you can probably see, I've added this fencing all the way along to where it's underneath the camera. Now, again, this was in grey. I then started to paint it by hand, and then I thought, no, this is a bad job, this. So I ended up getting a spray can of primer, and then because I'd already glued the fence into it, I ended up having to mask off all the area just to be able to spray it, which I'm glad I did now, actually, because it works out really fine. So that's all been done recently as well. You can probably see there's a couple of vehicles been added as well, which is in the shot. Like I said, I've got the pickleball for British Rail. I've got a little van you can probably see there as well. And then I don't know if you can see in the shot behind the fence, but I've added a lot of bushes as well to add a bit of overgrowth behind the actual fence. So yeah, that's another bit that's been added. What else has been done? Behind the camera, sorry, I've added a little bit of detail inside the actual shed, which has got, like I said, one of the platforms for when they actually get access to the actual cab, the logo and maintenance or whatever inside of there. That shed will eventually have lights in as well. We've got lights for it, we just need to actually install them onto them. But yeah, as you can see, progress has been made on that side. I think I've already told you about the trees that's been added on that last time. So yeah, still a lot more work on this platform to be done yet. We've still got canopies to add. They've got to be weathered. I've got benches which I've got to paint up as well. They're to be added. So there's a fair way to go yet on this station side. And then obviously but the most work that's been completed at the minute is where Glen Hop station is. While I think on as well, a couple of new items of rolling stock have been added. We now have, you probably can see in the shot, a DMU with sound, which I've just recently got back, weathered, with people added. That will eventually be used for the automation for the shuttle from Glenmaroch station round to Glen Hops. And also in addition, this is ScotRail 47, which again, sound chipped, cracking sound, weathered, and driver either side of the end as well. So yeah, that's the new additions. So yeah, we've got some bits going on there. So yeah, on the stock update, besides the 47 and the DMU, we've also got 47, this blue 47 001. That was acquired from a friend of mine who was unfortunately having to sell some of his stock. So that's the basic backfin version. Also, behind those other 47s, you've got the 47593, which is Galloway Princess. I had that was my own, which I sent off to be done, weathered, sound chips and everything, with cracking sound in it actually. So that's another edition which is now part of the fleet. And then next to that, you've got the Class 56, which is Cavalex, that's it, Cavalex. Thank you, Mark. So yeah, I've got the Cavalex version, which I must admit is absolutely superb. So I've got the Cavalex 56, which obviously has got the full sound, and it's even got a stay alive in it, which I'd be surprised us when we first got it. And then next, after that as well as we've got the shunter, which was my own shunter, which I sent off to have done, and again that's sound chipped with all the relevant bits you need to know. Yeah, so that's the local updates as far as I know at the minute. Right, so now we're over on the Glen Hop station and Glen Hop distillery. What we have done here is now the tunnel mouth where the train will kind of disappear. I've added a lot of foliage and trees onto that area, which I must admit I'm quite pleased with, to be honest. I think I've done an amazing job. So that's been added for overgrowth. You can see as well, just in front of the actual archway, you've got an overgrowth between the tracks, which again added using static grass, and then I use the bushes that you can sort of peel off and kind of make up with whatever you want to do. Again, on the opposite side as well, of where the siding is, I've done that as well. Also added a tree next to the actual archway because, in my opinion, it was too bland. So put this tree in with a bit of concrete around the actual base, and again some foliage overgrowth next to that. We've also added the chimney, which I've since painted up and weathered. I did like different coloured little bricks, as you'll see in the shot. So that's gone in and that's glued down as well. And then on top of that, I've actually added, I repainted the footbridge, because originally the footbridge was in a lighter blue. So I decided, and looking at the original one is in a darker blue. So I've repainted that up, which to me now looks more miles better than it did before. I've also done the Glen Hop station. I've painted that in a dark blue to match. And then if you look behind the actual station, we've now got a back seam which wasn't there before. Now that back seat is removable obviously because of the flat being having to lift up. So that's been added with the help of Mark, putting these clips in so you can just slot it in and slot it out. And then obviously we added a back seat to give it more of a depth look behind it. And I've also added the same fencing, which is what I've added down at the Glenmaroch station, the same fencing I've added here for the Glen Hop station as well. A lot more details to be added to that yet. We've got lights to go in, we've got benches, we've got furniture, all sorts yet. We're not going to overcrowd it, but it's just going to make it look more realistic once we start adding detail. And then next to that, I've also added some hedges, bushes. There was a hedges platform where it looked like it's overgrown from the actual track side and onto the platform. But I must admit, the actual back scene behind the station looks absolutely amazing. So again, like I said, we've got a lot to do on that yet. Once we get everything sorted out, automation from Glenmaroch to Glen Hops, once we've done all that, then we can start ballasting. But still got to get all the wiring done for that yet, for more lights to go in as well yet. Signals are going to be wired up. Got more signals to add in, ground signals to be added. And like I said, we've got, and the thing I didn't mention as well was the cottage. It's got lights in, just needs wiring up. They're going to be lit up. Got the signal box, which needs, the wires are in, but it needs a sorting out with that. And then behind that, we've got the mess room again, needs lights in that. And then will be wired up as well as, together with the shed and the TMD as well. But yeah, as you can see, everything has progressed a lot more since the last video that we did. So all being well, I think we're doing really well, to be honest. But yeah, everything's fine, and get some more wiring on, get some more. Oh yeah, as well, the lights on the footbridge as well, which are going to be wired up. They're wired up, but they're not. They need to be, you know, so they can be lit up as they should be like. But yeah, I think that's about it for now. So you enjoyed the video, and hopefully in the next video we'll have even more progress, especially with the electronic side of it all, and hopefully we'll have something automated with a better look in the prep. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.